Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Discussions with the World. I'm your host, Hope, and if you watched last week's episode, a deep dive into the Church of Scientology, you'll know what this week's episode is about. The elusive group based out of the jungle of Brazil, the humanitarian consumerists. Little to nothing is known about this group due to their isolated location. There have been no first-hand accounts, no eyewitnesses, until today. A former member of the group, Will Smith, has reached out to our show asking for a chance to open our minds and hearts to the group's environmentally friendly ways. Will, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Hope.
To get us started, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself and where you're originally from?
Sure, Hopi. Look, I'm 34 years young, born and raised, Palma, Ohio. I work at an Italian restaurant just after coming back from the humanitarian consumerist. About 2 months ago I got back. I was there for 10 years.
You know, I'd love to come see the Italian restaurant sometime. Why don't you tell me about how you came to join the group and your experience with them?
Well, Hopi, I was recruited by a coworker of mine while working at a Peruvian joint, down on South Main. Yeah, she said she saw a lot of potential in me. She flew me out with the group, all expenses covered, probably would take it too, and I had a great time. But, for a while.
And, it sounds really too good to be true. Can you tell me what made you leave the group?
Sister, there's no bad blood there. I actually still practice some of our beliefs. I just needed a breath of fresh air, I love being in a city. I miss being a chef at my Peruvian joints. I love having people around me, all around me.
With that said, Will invited us to his apartment and showed us how to make one of his group's signature meals. Let's take a look at that footage. Today, I've been invited to Will's apartment for him to teach us a special recipe. Will, what are you making for us?
I'm making you spaghetti with meat sauce today.
I'm really excited. What's the first step?
First step is boiling our water here. Now that our water's at a perfect 212 degrees, we're going to put in our pasta.
Got it. Sounds good.
I have my 12-inch cast iron here, ready for its extra virgin olive oil so I can brown our thick meat.
Got it.
Now that our meat is browned in our garlic spray, we're gonna throw in some sauce. Now that our sauce is all done, we're gonna add our cooked pasta into it. Isn't that marvelous?
It looks great.
Why don't you give it a go, Hope?
Alrighty. Sounds like pasta.
Dig in. What was that, buddy? Dig in.
Oh, it's really good. It's different from, I think, anything I've ever tried before. The meat is really interesting. The sauce, too, it's really good. It's spicier than I expected. Good job. Thank you for having me here. This has been a great, wonderful experience, and I'm going to finish this not on camera.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Diggity damn. That meat was cooked to perfection. You don't get juicy pieces of calf like that all the time.
Yeah, it was such a pleasure to be there. I had a great time. I mean, it was one of the best spaghetti and meat sauces of my life. It's nice to get a bright picture of your community. But getting to the question we've all been waiting for, Can you tell us what happened to the people who went missing in search of the humanitarian consumerists? Do you even know what happened?
Hopi, I don't know much about missing people. You know, anytime we had visitors or explorers, we welcome them with open arms. Okay? We give them a place to bathe, place to sleep, and become one with us. Unless they were bearing arms, we had to take the necessary precautions.
Necessary precautions? That's all you have to say to the families who have spent thousands of hours with search parties and helicopters looking for their loved ones?
All I can say is that mommy and daddy can stop looking, because they're not missing. We know exactly where they are. Matter of fact, I even took some of them home with me to the States.
What do you mean you took some of them home with you? You flew them back?
I mean, I guess one could say that, or you could say they rose from the highest level of humanitarian consumerists. Our true purpose is to consume and to be consumed.
I don't think I'm following.
It's the true goal of the humanitarian consumerist to spread our philosophy and knowledge and create a world without hunger, without environmental impact. We believe the world is really ready to take that final step, even if it takes some persuasion. Take you, for example.
Me?
Yeah, you've already taken the first step. Maybe I didn't have your consent. It's possible. Not sure. We'll go back to it. But in the big picture, you love the meatballs. You know, you consumed a very nice young man. Carlos Sainz, Maraba Brazil.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Now we can normalize the consumption of Homo sapiens. The most dangerous mammal on the planet are the people who walk among it. Overpopulation and industrialization, they're no longer an issue where I'm from. So I'm here just to spread the good word. What do you say, Hopi? Join the salvation. Take my hand.